All right. We had an amazing day today, I think, overall.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Actually,
Best
yeah.
part was I think the warm-ups, the starting with the exercises, the stretching and everything. That was the best part. I
Yes,
think.
correct.
Yeah, and the other thing is how we come forward by step instead of just going running.
And don't jump, Hanuman. But run.
Yesterday was all about technique. Today was actually situational within a point, right? When you serve,
Yeah.
what do you do? How do you get to the net? How many points can you potentially take? Where do you position yourself? So I think for Subhash and I, it kind of gave us a lot of extra motivation to serve and come to the net.
Come to the net,
I
right?
have a feeling yesterday they basically looked at all the players, then picked one guy, which was me, about what not to do, and then they tailored their coaching program to do everything that I don't do, right? Come to the net. So properly come to the net. So I think that's me. So everybody has to thank me.
No, your backhander was good.
His backhand?
Today we finished recording.
No, go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
today in practice situation I was doing single-handed backhand. It was actually very tough for the people to return it.
Yeah. So the one thing in click out you get extra time also. So
Extra time, so it was a
backhand is much smoother when you hit one-handed.
Actually, going back to warm up, I actually could feel it even while playing. Felt so nice, right? Honestly, that is something we should take it seriously and do it. When we practice, we all should just take 10 minutes, like Jiggy said, and right.
As the best player in the team and the leader of this group, I wanted to make sure everybody got something out of this thing. And I already do everything very good, so it's perfect thing, guys.
It's just for you
Dude,
guys.
you are ripping those forehands today, man. I
That's what I
was,
told you.
yeah,
Everything is already good with me.
yeah,
We will vote for you again in the next election.
yeah.
And did they offer you a job at the coaching staff?
Maybe. So actually, I'm going to be the head coach. I'm going to be coaching
So-
these coaches. So
Yeah.
Train the trainer.
Starting
Train the
next
trainer.
season, we're actually passing the baton over to him for the USTA captain and the Alta captain and everything. And he's going to be the one who is going to lead the team by example.
I take everything back. I suck. I absolutely did.
I definitely have more requirements.
Yeah.
And by virtue of being captain, he will have to play Jaydev all the time.
Exactly.
So I'm serious. If I ask you, each of you, right? Is there any one or two things that you got today that probably you never heard before or heard before but not paid
Yes.
attention?
For me, the backhand volley, basically, it's all about doing the flies at the gym. Basically, you hold the racket like that and go like this. That's it. And for me, it was such an awkward movement, and I'm there 15%. I still have to go 85%, but it's at least I know what to do now. So that's good. Rest everything is again. I was able to hit really hard because there's no pressure, right? There's no pressure of the points. Obviously, when we get in the match, it's gonna go back to
Yeah.
but hopefully, we can get 10%.
It was so scary standing on the other side when you're ripping those forehands.
But that's no pressure situation.
Yeah, Suhas and I were there most of the time, right? He was like killing it. Yeah.
Played really well today.
I think for me it was basically the idea that you come in and cut the angle.
Yes.
Don't commit to backhand or forehand. You cut the angle so that they have to hit a sharp shot. If they hit it, clap and go. Right? But don't, if they lob it, that's fine. But you prep for it, cut the angle, improve that, right? But don't commit on the volley. And the biggest thing for me is volley is not about standing and reaching. It's about stepping in.
Stepping
That
in.
was like a big shake-up for me. Nobody ever told me that specifically. So that really...
So I think one thing that I took away today, Tommy mentioned it, was if let's say the ball is wide, right, and you are trying to cover the alley, right, and you move to the right, you're following the ball, but you're not committing too much. So mentally you're still prepared for the ball if it comes down the middle. Yes. And all it takes is one step this way, one step that way. Right, and if you demonstrated with the angles, it was like, you really don't. But the reason why we are not prepared for it is mentally we are thinking, oh, this guy is definitely hitting here. Right? So I think that was...
Also, I think if you know that you have to step, it helps you watch the ball properly when the guy is hitting so that you prepare, right? That split step, that is like so crucial.
Yeah, that
Otherwise, you are like watching after the ball is halfway.
And the thing, the biggest key, I think, in doubles is your partner. If I'm the person returning, and if I'm going wide out to return a forehand, for example, my partner should follow me.
Yes.
Rather than just stand.
Yes.
there. And similarly, if he's returning, I need to watch the ball and follow that.
The
partner.
lateral movement,
more
right?
about communication between
lat-
partners.
So
I
the
think that
partner
is
has
the
to,
more.
because
No.
it's very difficult to anyone to hit the cross court, short, sharp shot. So basically, that's the thing.
The communication.
Actually, that
When you
was-
work with a partner should be, you should be watching your partner and move along with your partner.
Yeah.
It's like that 6-meter band. That you have to maintain that 6 meter.
2/3 of the courts you can cover.
Right.
The other 1/3, if they hit it, that's fine.
That's fine.
And
Give
that's
the.
also the communication. Me, you. I think
See, that
very-
is one big thing, right? We always ask our partner to cover the alley, right? That's not what it is. This is exactly
If you serve
opposite
wide,
of that.
The partner covers the alley. If you serve to the tee, you both come this way.
Yeah.
Because hitting down the alley is one of the difficult shots.
Yeah.
The higher part of the net, right? And it's, once in a while, they'll opponents. will
It's
get
all
it.
it's all about percentages and all that
If
stuff.
you hit it, great. More power to you.
So another thing is a subtle point he made, right? Is like somebody hits, beats you in the alley, right? You're at the net, somebody beats you in the alley, and so next, the rest of the match, you're covering the alley. You're literally standing in the alley, and you're thinking, look, he did not hit in the alley again, right? And he's like, but what happened to the rest of the court? You're putting your teammate in a shitty position. Also, it's smart, right? This small thinking.
It's actually very important because
When you say that.
no, lot of times when I play doubles, even in Alta and all, your partner expects you to cover the alley, right? And somehow, if one shot goes in the alley,
Then we feel
Yeah.
terrible,
I think
and
the
we try
right
to-
way to think about is based on your serve. If you serve wide, then coming to the alley makes sense.
no, but even if,
After
Serving
each
to the
point-
tee,
but even then, how many people have good shot to hit a wide serve down the alley
yeah,
every time,
don't
right?
Cover.
Yeah.
Cut the angle so that you can reach the alley if they ever go.
And after each point, make sure you are stable.
Yeah.
After each shot, and when you are returning, you need to be stable. Like
Stable, yeah.
Santosh
In fact,
Santosh
no, I was,
does a very great job after it. Like his back and forth.
Actually, Subhash, I was watching a training video on YouTube. That guy says there are few situations where you always poach. That is wide serve, he says.
Yeah.
In a wide serve, you always poach. That means forget the alley.
Forget the alley, but a
Yeah.
lot of times white can go around you,
Around you, in fact, if at all, if
But you
it's.
need to
which is
Stand
my
on the
favorite shot actually.
Yeah, actually, I'll forward the video too. How about you? What is there any one takeaway today?
No, that's what I mentioned.
Not jumping?
No, you need to make sure you are stable. When you are
Stable
hitting.
in the ground,
After
on the
each
ground,
point.
not stable in the air.
Air, yeah. Air with shot. How about you, man? Not much to learn for you.
No, I'm not. That's not true. That's not true.
Maybe this is embarrassment for you.
Yeah.
It's fun,
यहाँ पे ले आए मुझे.
fun. This is
First grade.
Tommy is almost as good as you.
No, I don't. No, this is fun, right? I mean, it's not just tennis, but playing with you guys, having fun, having some beers, it's fun. And then, as I said earlier, stretching was the key part. I mean, I stretch. Normally I stretch, before I play, but a lot of the stuff that he showed us today. I mean, I have not seen those or done those in the past,
simple
right? So these are
warm-up things?
something- Yeah, warm-up things, stretching and that kind of stuff. So those are the takeaways for this person.
How about you, Saran?
He's like beer, warm up, tennis.
First
You
in.
guys are okay.
First in.
Yeah, no, same things. I think the warm up is a key, right? And then the coordination with the partner, basically kind of trying to cover or at least be in a synchronization position with the partner, right? And that was the key. We tend to kind of leave it to our partners and say you, and we just kind of stay stationary. And I think that's where we make a lot of mistakes, or at least let a lot of points go.
Now, next time if you say you, I'll hit you.
Yeah. Thing is,
I always say me.
one other thing is, the one key point is, and I mean, maybe not during coaching, but the key point is, a lot of times, I used to make this mistake, back in the day, where if I'm standing at the net, and if my partner is returning or whatever, or, let's say somebody hits towards my partner, the tendency is to look back
Yeah.
to see where the ball goes. Well, you have lost time, reaction time.
Yeah.
Because by the time he returns, the guy at the net is going to kill me. So the key is to watch the players and see where the ball, judge where the ball is going, because you can tell by looking at the
No,
opponents.
only if those guys are good at tennis.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Oh, it's
watching,
amazing,
watching
man.
the opponents and making, the ball is probably going to this guy because he or she is moving, that kind of stuff. So that's the key
That's nice.
for reaction.
So it's really nice to see Tommy, right? Just walking around. He
Oh,
just gives 1 or 2 tips around.
Even I like the coach Jim
Jim,
also.
Jim is amazing, yeah.
I had a very good
African American
time with
Yeah.
Jim
Yeah.
today.
Amazing.
He basically said, I'm tossing so low for my height. He said, you have so much leverage,
yeah.
you're not using it.
So,
Actually,
here's the
for-
thing, right? It took Robbie to think he's 6'1".
yeah.
While Robbie being what 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah,
and he's
5'9".
doing- he's
5'6".
actually asking him to kind of
Jump and.
jump and actually, or at least not jump.
So
but
it's
try
actually, that was the profound moment for me, because I've been changing myself, recently. But sometimes I get good serve, I don't know why. Right? Happens once in a while, I take it. But he just told everything is good. Form, everything leading to the serve is good. But in the last minute, so the way he demonstrated it is, he just swung, okay, this is 10%, this is 20%, this is 30%, 40%, the serve movement, he just showed. So you are 50-60%. You have,
Going full blood.
yeah, you the last that swing, right? And not you're hitting it low. I'm letting the ball drop more than it should, right? And this guy, Joel, and he caught on few times and he asked the same thing. And suddenly I realized, man, that's what's making a good serve,
Yeah.
That's a big takeaway for me.
Yeah, and then the other thing with the serve hitting it high up, you'll have less shoulder issues. Because if you try to hit it like this,
The elbow issue.
elbow and shoulder issues long term. I mean, you won't notice it right away. So if you have a full stretched hand,
Yeah.
less shoulder.
So overall, this kind of program is helping, right? When we compare with last year.
I think drills are like, just okay, right? But when someone looks, I'm surprised that they're able to do this for 24 people. Looking at it and pointing out things is like
If
Nice.
you come here every month,
enormously good.
if you come here every month, maybe we can play 4-5.
Enormously good.
All right.
I feel that it
Lot more
was
valuable.
amazing.
Anything else? Last word before I say? Jiggy.
Oh, yeah. Chick-fil-A rules. Subway sucks.
Sir.
Looking forward to go to Parada.
Awesome.
Subhash.
Abe,
Suhas actually forgot to mention, in addition to warm up and beer, good food and good drinks.
Yes.
That's what he took away.
All right.
That's right.
There is desi jeans in that.
Let's go.
Let's go.